Yeah.
Where today we're going to be looking at Shepherd of Fire.
No, Hail to the King by Avenged
is that what it
Sevenfold.
is?
So
Oh,
let's
yeah.
start with some context if we can. So, metalcore band Avenged Sevenfold has many classics under their belt by this time. Like Beast and the Harlot, they got a few other songs. I'm talking about Avenged Sevenfold right now.
Shepherd of Fire.
We're not there yet. We're not.
That's what I accidentally said the name of the album once.
Yeah.
Shepherd of Fire.
Okay. So, they have a bunch of albums coming out by this point, and in 2013, this is the first album that's not from the 90s that
Wait,
we've
you
talked
actually
about.
did research on this shit?
I'm just giving the base, shit that I
thought
know.
we had to listen to it. I didn't know we had to research it.
We don't have to.
No, you don't
He
have
gives
to.
context for shit. We don't have to. I'm just saying what I know.
We just do what we know.
Yeah, so in 2013 they released this album. I think it's their 4th or 5th album. I could be wrong, but that's the one thing I didn't check. And I'll say this album opens up with like 2 very well-known singles of theirs, which I think they were both released as singles. I could be wrong. But one of them was definitely promoted in a very fantastic way, which we all know. And it's the first song, so let's talk about it. So, in Call of Duty Black Ops 2,
That's why
the final DLC comes out, Origins, and the intro cutscene kicks off with them explaining the backstory behind the new story. But this is not a Zombies review. But as that's on, Shepherd of Fire kicks on, and that song is fucking beautiful.
I feel like I really like that song, and I think it's because I have a Black Ops 2 bias, and that's my favorite song on the album.
That is.
I could already
That's
say
my
that
favorite
it's
song on
easily
the
my
album,
favorite
too.
song on the album.
Is that it for? Is that your
What
favorite
about-
off the
What
album?
about Carry On?
We haven't.
That's
I got there yet.
That's a good song, but I don't know. I think Shepherd of Fire is just like too iconic.
I think Shepherd of Fire is.
I remember
probably
hearing that on MMR before I ever saw the Black Ops 2 Origins trailer.
Shepherd of Fire?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was like a fucking eye-opening experience in the metal scene. Because like, dude, this song fucking slaps.
Yeah, it was so good coming out.
I'd say pretty much all the songs of this album sound like something that you'd see in like a final fucking scene or like an opening, like
Yeah, like an
there's
opening or an
there's a
ending.
very just like heavy battle music that you could put at like a climax or like
Yeah.
at the beginning of an opening or something.
Yeah. And then the next song, the title track, Hail to the King. Another very good song.
Great fucking
I think
song.
it's a great
I
song.
think it's a great song. Like I said, I feel like this is another song that's like, this is the big fucking final fight. Like, this is the song that would be playing over.
Yeah. As much as I love this song, I don't think it's a song. It's also their most popular track ever released, I'd say. But I don't think it's a song that should represent the band as a whole, personally. Like, that one song that everyone knows the band for. I think it should be either, like, Shepherd of Fire or, like, something
Nightmare.
off of, like...
Nightmare.
Or Nightmare or something off that album. But it's a good song, don't get me
The
wrong.
next one is Doing Time.
Doing Time, I actually kind of like that song.
It was alright.
I think it was a good song.
No, this is what I didn't like. Because it starts off with the 2 big heavy hitters, and then
And
it just
slows down.
slows the fuck down drastically. It's like, alright.
That song isn't that slow, though.
Because then it goes. This means war was good. but we're
Okay,
not
so
there
this
yet.
is a one thing that a lot of
Like-
people kind of give the album shit for, is that you can hear...
Fucking sounds just like sad but true.
It sounds
It does.
eerily like it at some points. And that's the thing about this album, some of the songs sound a lot like stuff that they've studied. Like, there's a song that sounds like Iron Maiden, which we'll talk about later. There's another song that sounds like something else, but I don't remember exactly. But there's a song on here that sounds just like a Maiden intro. But we'll get to that one later. And then next, what's the next song?
Which one were we on?
We just did This Means War, which
Oh,
it's an okay
Requiem.
song.
Requiem.
Requiem,
Fuck
that song is fucking trash. I'm sorry.
Is that the one with the opera in the background?
Yeah, yes, no, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's that one.
It's a good song.
I didn't like that
I was not
It's
a fan
alright.
of Requiem.
Because
That
like,
one's definitely.
well, after Shepherd of Fire and Hail to the King, it just,
Oh, Jesus,
it
bless
just
you.
got, like, you got this real high up, like real fast, and you think it's gonna be good, and it's gonna
Yeah.
set the pace for it, and then it just drops off, and then it starts to build back up.
But it never reaches the heights
never
that it did.
reaches the
off
height.
the first like 3 tracks. And then Crimson Days, the next track. That song I also am just does not do it for me at
Is that
all.
the slower pace?
That's
one
the
where it's
real
like-
slow one.
Yeah.
That one does nothing for me, like at
Acid
all.
Rain fucking sucked. I'm
Planets
not gonna
was
lie, Acid
Planets was
Rain
alright,
fucking
and
sucked.
Acid Rain.
Yeah, let's.
So like it didn't really like
Yeah.
this would have been a great like a better album if they split it up different. Like so
Maybe
if, like
if they
say
paced
Hail
it
to the King
differently.
was maybe in the
See that?
middle, Trip of Fire
like
would
the third
be
act
in-
of the album,
Yeah.
kind of like the. Yeah, the definitely the pacing on this is a little weird.
Yeah.
I
I will say Heretic was an okay song, but that is I think
Yeah, that was.
I think
I like
that's the one
Heretic.
that kind of reminds me of a Maiden song though.
That was
I'm pretty
good.
sure it was that one.
That was good, but still they didn't lead up to bring it back to the
Yeah.
start off.
Yeah, the album really starts off really great, but it never gets back up to the point that it was how it started.
Yeah.
So it starts off on a really high note,
Yeah.
and then I'm
definitely.
not saying the rest of the album is bad. It's that it slows down a lot, and it doesn't ever pick back up the same momentum it started with.
Yeah.
It's
That is
all over the place.
that is a huge weakness with
And we
this
talked
album.
about we talked about album pacing on other things like with Fuel and
Yeah.
like and Load. Like those albums also have some strange pacing. But
Yeah, that's
I
an
think
issue I have
Fuel's-
with Load.
Fuel like that like Fuel is. It also starts off very strong.
Yeah,
And then it tones it down a little bit, but it does pick back up eventually. You sit through the album.
This
So-
one never really does
It
that.
never comes back.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
This
come back.
album never comes back from like that heavy shit that they sounded like they were going for. Coming Home is also a track I'm not too big on, but it's okay. I think after like probably like the sixth track of the album, it really starts to like just kind of
It
drop
fucking
off for me.
dives. It's like a fucking kamikaze pilot.
Yeah.
Planets is that
Planets
was
is,
alright.
Planets is not bad. That one I can kind of dig.
Hearts hurt.
Well, you're
Then
sitting
Acid
in a really
Rain was
weird
dog
way.
shit.
And then
Yeah.
the
Acid Rain
closing
sucked.
track, Acid Rain, was also just I did not like that track.
See, I
at
don't
all.
mind. Like I don't vehemently hate any of the songs on this album.
Yeah, I don't
Like
hate
I don't
any
hate
of
any of
them.
them.
Yeah.
But I
They
do
were
think
good
that
though,
it is just
like-
it's strange how it is the quality kind of dips a little bit after like the first couple tracks.
Yeah, I'd say this is also probably one of their most commercial sounding albums.
Yes.
But
Mhm.
and that whether that hurts it or helps it, it just sounds I don't know. It just doesn't sound like the Avenged Sevenfold that we're too familiar with, like from their early albums. What?
I'm just thinking about something funny.
Oh, okay.
Some probably after the ratings,
Okay.
I might get some flack.
So, what's our overall thoughts? Not the rating yet, but just our overall thoughts on this album.
I think it's a good album.
Could have been better.
Yeah, I think it's a decent album. I say it's very middle of the road for me because it's got very heavy hitting songs on it, and for at least in my opinion, and it's got some good songs, but the rest of it is just kind of eh.
I find it is like above average. Even like the songs that you guys don't like, I don't hate them. I just don't like them
Yeah.
as much as.
There's no song I hate off this album.
Mhm.
but it's not something I would pick up.
It's not something I'd
jam.
want to listen to again.
Yeah, like I listen to
Well,
like
but,
the
yeah,
hits and
someone
like a
plays
few of the
it,
deep cuts,
If
but
someone's
like
playing it, yeah, listen to it, but it's not something I will.
You
Damn it,
bastard.
Jake, you fucking knocked
you
her
killed
over.
it.
You said bye bye, bitch, and it fucking face planted.
So yeah, overall I'd say not a great album. I'd say it's probably between average and above average though. It could have been a lot worse.
Alright, what's the ratings?
Okay, we'll start with mine since mine is the irrelevant rating since I picked this album. I'm gonna say as a very middle of the road album, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10.
You motherfucker.
I just don't think there's enough to it to make it a good album, but there's not enough to make it a bad album. I'd say listen to like a few of the tracks. The tracks I'd recommend is obviously the first two, which you've heard already.
Yeah.
But I would throw Doing Time in there. That song's kind of fun. I like that one. If you're feeling it, I'd say, fuck, what's the one I'm thinking? This Means War. That's right. I'd also throw This Means War in there, even though it sounds like sad but true. But I still think it's a decent track. And then like Planets, I'd throw in there too if you want. That's a decent one. All right, whoever wants to go after me can go.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Whoa, 4 below average.
Motherfucker.
I don't mind the album,
Okay.
but it's not my cup of tea in regards
That's
to like the speed.
Motherfucker.
Blow a goat.
That's literally what I was gonna give it.
You're
too.
giving it a 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do
It
you?
started off very heavy, and I thought it was gonna be like one of them, like a heavy, fast paced, like kind of what we know with Avenged Sevenfold, what we grew up listening to,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just dies off, and it's like, all right.
Jake, so you gave your rating, it's a 4 as well for you?
Yes.
All right, Zach. What about you?
I'm gonna give it a 6.
Okay.
Above
That's
average for me.
respectable.
I like all the songs on the album. There's just you know, there I do understand that there is a dip in like quality, I guess.
I mean, I
Like,
wouldn't really say quality,
it's just
but
kind of like it just slows down a lot, and those songs on like I said, the other songs in the album aren't as memorable, or like I'm not
Yeah,
gonna go
they're
back
also-
to. I'm not gonna choose to go back to again, but they're servable.
yeah,
they're good.
They're very passable.
Yeah.
Well, considering that we've ended in yet again another tie,
Fuck, we gotta do rock.
You
paper,
guys
scissors.
gotta
I
rock,
haven't even
paper,
picked
scissors.
yet. I never picked yet, and I know I have
Luke
one.
picks the first episode, so
Good.
he can either concede or you can rock paper scissors for
'Cause
it.
Fuck you, I want my album.
Yeah.
No, I want my album.
Well,
Fuck you,
rock
let's
paper
go.
scissors.
Let's go, bitch, right
Fuck
now.
you.
Oh boy,
One,
rock paper
two,
scissors,
shoot.
shoot. All right, Luke, you're picking.
Fuck you.
We're gonna do the chocolate starfish and hot dog water.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Get
fucking shit on!
All you motherfuckers
Wow.
get shit
Wow.
on!
Are you
Hey,
kidding
Fucking
me?
hey,
shit
yo,
on!
yo,
You
okay.
gotta do something whack
Okay.
at least one time!
again.
You have to listen to
No,
them again.
dipshit.
You know
I have to review it a second time.
You
I
know.
don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it is, but you're fucking retarded. You're retarded.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna tell you who it's by. It's by Limp Bizkit.
Get fucked. We're
I'm
doing
not
something
gonna-
shitty.
Fuck
Alright,
We're doing
okay,
something
come on.
shitty.
You
I'm
guys,
going
you
heavy
guys
hitter.
want to know what you missed out on?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say some of the songs. So this is what
This is the
There's
album you missed out on.
R2, Psycho, Shimmy, Chop Suey, Toxicity,
on,
Jetpack, X.
That's
Present
what
Song.
you chose.
That's what you missed out on, dumbass.
Okay.
You're gonna make me review the album a second time.
Fucking idiot. I said let me go.
Guys.
Said let me go.
All right.
I'm going to pick a shit one.
Alright,
No,
so-
that's
so
no
fucking
fucking shit. Everyone's gotta hear shit. You, I don't know.
I gotta review it a second time,
You're a
motherfucker.
dumbass.
All right, let's pull it together. So,
Fucking moron.
tune in next time
Fuck
where we
off.
listen to Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water by Limp Bizkit.